All right, so the brand new update for 99 Nights in the Forest just went ahead and dropped literally a couple of minutes ago. We're going to go over the entire thing. So let's waste no more time, get right into this. If you want to see some more videos on this game, let me know in the comment section and drop a like on this video right now. But let's start off really with the elephant in the room here, and that is the daily class shop. It has gone ahead and switched over to basically this kind of like stock system, which is kind of interesting. Basically, the stock updates every single 24 hours. So for those of you like myself that basically didn't buy every single one of the classes, now unfortunately you have to sort of suffer with occasionally there not being the class that you want in stock. Personally, I only own the assassin, and it's because I bought it like literally last night. As soon as you log on right now, there is a free reroll that is going to be available for everyone. But once you use that up, you will unfortunately have to spend Robux to reroll. Either way, there is two brand new classes. We got ourselves Blacksmith as well as Farmer. The starter tool for the Blacksmith is a hammer. At level 1, you can craft items in the next crafting bench up to tier 4, which basically means that you're always going to be able to craft one tier ahead from the crafting bench. At level 2, you get 2 random crafting bench recipes will have a discount. So you'll notice once we jump in game that some of the stuff in the bench is going to have a sale tag on them. At level 3, you get a chance to get extra scrap from items you put in the grinder. Very, very useful, especially in those later stages in the game. Next one, we've got ourselves Farmer. They went ahead and added a watering can, which is kind of interesting. At level 1, it says use the watering can to get rare crops from the farm plots. Pretty self-explanatory. Level 2, some saplings you plant will grow into apple trees. And then at level 3, the farm plots you water are guaranteed to grow 1 pumpkin. So not really the craziest class, but we are going to go ahead and jump right into this with using the Blacksmith. So as you can see, we're literally in, and I can already go ahead and craft things inside of the level 2 bench. That obviously has to do with the fact that I am using the Blacksmith class. Right up here, we've got ourselves bunny traps now, which we can make a total of 10 of these, placed near a bunny burrow to catch food. I'm also seeing a freezer to go ahead and store food cleanly. This is actually super good. Half the time I usually just throw around all my food everywhere. Then down here, we've got ourselves a radar, which is kind of interesting. We're going to check that out. Luckily, the radar is on sale, and I believe the other thing that I have on sale is over here in level 4 of the bench, which unfortunately I can't see, but there is something new. So let's go ahead and focus up here really quick so we can get that level 4 bench started. And I also want to show you guys something about the hammer. So let's go ahead and pretty much start off with the bunny trap here. So obviously these little things here on the ground are the burrows. So it's rather simple, to be honest. You just go ahead and put one of the traps right next to it. That way, every single time that one of the bunnies comes out, it'll have a chance to be inside of your trap. As you can see right over there, I actually already got something. I can go ahead and set the trap again, collect my rewards here, and we're pretty much good on that. Now, in case you aren't aware, with the hammer, you can actually go ahead and move these things. So for example, if you notice when I come over here, I'm able to set the trap, but that's pretty much it. I can't do anything else. When I take out the hammer, now I can go ahead and pick up the trap and, set it somewhere else if I wanted to. It's basically the only way in the game for you to be able to move everything. Either way, let's move on now to the next item, which is actually convenient because I kind of need it right now. Over here, we have the freezer. If we make one of these, we can set it off right over here in the side, which is actually pretty huge. Jeez. And it's kind of like floating right now for whatever reason. But anyways, if we go ahead and grab our food here, we can now organize all of our food inside of the freezer instead of putting it up on the shelf, where sometimes it does end up sort of like glitching and being tossed around everywhere. Sometimes it even glitches and gets flung across the map. Plus, it just adds kind of like a nice little aesthetic look. So if we take a look down here at the level 4 bench, since I can technically take a look at it now, there is a level 5 crafting bench now. So that's interesting. Now, I think for the sake of us checking out all of the crafting stuff that's brand new, I'm going to go ahead and switch classes to probably Assassin, just because I don't really think Blacksmith is a good one for solo play. So we'll be right back. Okay, wait, this is crazy. I don't think I've ever seen these polar bears, but I am literally being chased by a polar bear right now. Kind of curious to see how much he drops as far as food goes. Let's see here. Oh, that's a crazy amount. It said next week's forecast, snow. go. So he drops a good amount of food, kind of just like a regular bear, to be honest, but he was standing right by here. I've never seen this before. All right, so there we go. We've got our freezer completely full. There was actually another thing that I wanted to show you inside of the crafting table here for level 2. They went ahead and added log walls, which is pretty good. I mean, people were kind of building these walls around their bases anyways using saplings, so it's pretty cool to see that they added now an actual system to be able to make them. Just so you guys have a general idea, this is basically how tall the wall can be. So I'll go ahead and place it kind of like right here, and that's probably where I'm going to go ahead and build my entire circle. So actually way more efficient than the saplings, and they look cooler. Now again, we're running into like these different types of like cultist camps and sort of like animals and stuff. It's kind of interesting. I feel like I've done a decent amount of these runs that I've never seen this before either. Could just be me. Maybe I've just had terrible luck. But like, for example, this bear being inside of here and the wolves, I have never seen this before. Now the real question is, how do we even get in there? Oh, you could just walk through the cage. Literally, all you have to do is just walk in sideways. Now, next up on the list here, we have the radar. This one is 10 scrap as well as 15 logs. It's actually fairly large. So I think I'm going to go ahead and put this kind of like a little bit outside of the zone, so right here. And apparently the way that this works is that you sacrifice some scrap in order to scan out certain areas. So like, for example, we could scan out the stronghold, or we can go ahead and scan out the extra crafting area for a total of 15 scrap. So that's pretty cool. Not really the most useful item in my opinion. I feel like half the fun is sort of searching around for everything, but who knows? Maybe for a speed run, it's actually useful. I'm not sure. Now, another thing that was added with this update is a whole new assortment of sort of like crops that you can sort of plant around. So if you notice, there's chilies now here, which contribute to your food, but on top of that, they also increase your speed for walking. So it's actually pretty cool. There's a lot of these all around everywhere, assuming obviously you find the seed pack. Now, funny enough, right over here, we have the extra crafting area, and right next door is the stronghold. So this is literally like the perfect lineup right here. Saved myself, what, like 40 scrap from the actual radar to find both of these. Imagine. Now, in case you're looking for the Gem of the Forest fragment, I did find it right here at a level 1 stronghold. And this is basically the first fragment that we're going to need in order to be able to make the level 5 crafting table. So there is multiple of these. We'll find out in just a second how many of these fragments we do need, but chances are they're probably all found here inside of the stronghold as you increase the level of the stronghold every single time that you do it, every 20 minutes. Lucky for us, we got the shotgun first try. Let's go. So here are the 3 items that you can craft with a level 5 bench. We have the respawn capsule. Next player to die after charging will respawn here instantly. We have a temporal accelerometer, skips the next night completely after charging, and then the weather machine. No rain or thunderstorms for 3 days after charging. So yeah, I think it's pretty safe to say that it makes sense why it's so difficult to find all of these fragment pieces. Imagine you need one of these fragment pieces in order to craft even one of these machines. And I'm pretty confident that you get these all from inside of the stronghold. I'm waiting until the timer ends to go and do another stronghold run to see if we get another fragment for level 2. But if that's the case, every single time that you do the stronghold in a 20-minute span, it does level up, which means that it becomes more and more harder. But with that respawn capsule, it does add a lot of replayability to this map. This is actually really cool, dude. All right, so actually, correction, you can get these fragments. I did sort of get confirmation right now from someone, but you can get these fragments even just from a regular chest. So that's pretty cool. Obviously, it doesn't have to be regular. It has to be a golden or higher, but still good to know that we don't have to do the stronghold over and over again. All right, so I just went ahead and completed the level 2 of the stronghold, and it looks like inside of the stronghold, you are guaranteed to get one every single run. So probably like the most efficient way to do it is to throw a teleporter at your spawn, throw a teleporter over here at the stronghold. Just keep coming back to do it every single 20 minutes, and you'll eventually get all 4 pieces. Ooh, chainsaw, let's go. Now do keep in mind that you need a total of 4 pieces in order to be able to even create just one of the gems. Now to combine these is actually pretty easy. You just go ahead and grab them, which it's not letting me grab this. Here we go. And you put them together and it'll go ahead and make a half. So again, I basically need to do either 2 more strongholds to pretty much guarantee myself a full one, or I can go ahead and search around for a bunch of different chests to see if I get lucky. Now, honestly, for the most part, man, that is pretty much everything for this update. Obviously, there is a couple of other different crops like pumpkins and corn and stuff like that was added. Each and every single one of these items in the level 5 bench is pretty self-explanatory. Sadly, I haven't been lucky enough to get any of these quarters of the fragments from any of the chests, so I'm sort of at the mercy of the timer, and it's technically been like 2 hours since the update dropped. So if you guys want to see a follow-up video with a full run of us getting all 3 of these brand new machines, just sort of playing around with them in a video or something, maybe doing like a challenge video, that'd be pretty cool. I'll definitely go ahead and do a follow-up. I just really wanted to give you guys a full breakdown on what it is that you're looking for and where you need to go to be able to get your hands on it. Like I said before, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know if you want to see more videos on 99 Nights in the Forest. With that being said, I'll see you in the next one. Take care.